What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Today is Friday, January 4th, 2019. There's a cat hair on my nose. My name is Jeremy. This is my first cup of coffee. Coffee is the best. I'm a little tired. I decided to go to the gym starting at about 8 o'clock last night. Maybe not the best decision, but I was in want of going to the gym. Good morning, Stacy. So I'm a little tired, but I feel good. You know, I find that if I don't go to the gym a couple times a week, I don't feel so good. So, but the timing of that may not have been the smartest decision because when I'm done here, I pack up for the day. I drive to Manchester, New Hampshire for some Superfoot training with my good friend Terry Dow and my training partner slash good friend Paul Milholm, both of whom have been on the show. Paul's been on the show more than once. I neglected to mention an episode of the show yesterday, the one that dropped, because it was Thursday. Because I always forget to talk about martial arts radio, because I do this show before I've done anything, including even notice what day of the week it is. I dropped an episode yesterday called The Paradox of McDojos. I think we all know what McDojos are, at least in general. And I basically spend 10, 12 minutes talking about why you shouldn't care. A little bit different than the stance most people take. So you can find that right here on YouTube, or you can swing on over to whistlekickmartialartsradio.com or find it in your podcast feed. Episode 359. It was a good one. Got a lot of feedback on it already, which always makes me happy. I like to know that people are out there listening and that what I say, even if you don't agree with it, it makes you think. Feeling a little wired up. I slept well. I did. Despite not sleeping a ton and despite going to bed late, I crashed pretty hard. I feel rested. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love Paul and Terry and hanging out and training with them, I kind of want to just hang out on the couch. But that's not going to be an option. You gotta train. You gotta get better. You gotta do things. It'll be interesting to see how today's training goes because found a used wave bag on Craigslist a couple months ago, and that's been sitting in the middle of my house, and I kick it. And I've been trying to work some of the things that I'm feeling challenged with on the Superfoot stuff, and so we'll see. We'll see if it has an impact. Now, why do I bring that up? I bring it up because it's kind of part of this concept, this 1 minute a day. What can you do in a minute a day idea that I've mentioned a number of times on the show. It's a fundamental aspect of my physical training. It's an aspect of my instruction, whether it's martial arts or not. To say you don't have time to get better at something is a lie, because you can get better in a minute a day. The question is, do you have the motivation, the discipline, etc., to do it? And most people don't have that. So they choose to say, I don't have time, as an excuse. Because we all have the same 24 hours, right? Now, I'm not going to turn this into a bashing of people who aren't getting to their goals. And this wasn't even what I was planning to talk about. But I've forgotten what I planned to talk about, because I usually do. We're working on a logo for this show. I think I mentioned that the other day. Maybe I didn't. What else? I don't know. Coffee is good. Martial arts is good. My life is good. End of show. No, just kidding. There was something I wanted to say. Well, let's just kind of run with this idea that I want to train, but I also want to sit on the couch. I'm tired. I need a vacation. I know that. I'm very aware of that. There are. I haven't reached the phase where very small things irritate me and I want to punch everyone in the face. But my productivity is down. I'm quite aware of that. Now, what am I going to do for that vacation? I don't know. I need to take a step back and really take a look at my finances. And figure out what I can do. It's a lot of moving parts. There's the business, there's the house, there's the cat, there's the money. Trying to make sure all four of those things are okay isn't easy. And I can't do the staycation thing because I work here. I don't want to be here. I mean, I do, but that's not a vacation. And I'll inevitably work. It's winter, so road trips are kind of silly. I don't know. I'll come up with something. Maybe there's somebody I can go train with. Maybe I have friends, martial arts friends who will put me up. No, that's going to turn into work. Damn it. See, I love martial arts. I really do. I mean, I think that's obvious. But there's something about making the thing you love your job. And anyone out there who's ever done that understands it. Back when I was in IT, I thought that was a great thing and realized after a few years, oh, this is not fun anymore. So I went out and I bought a PlayStation to play games because I didn't want to deal with a computer at the end of the day. And when people would come and they would apply for a job, I'd say, why do you want to work here? And they say, I love computers. I said, okay, so why are you going to want to work here 6 months from now when you don't? And with rare exception, they would come to me and say, you were right. I don't love computers in the same way. I enjoy the challenge, etc. So martial arts is something I love, but it's also a responsibility at this point. I feel a sense of obligation to myself, to all of you, to the martial arts. I did an episode on this. I see the ability that martial arts has to change the world, and I don't see anyone else stepping up to try and move that forward, to make that happen. So that is my goal. That is my life's mission. So that means I got to go somewhere. Florida doesn't like me. Yes, I said that correctly. So I'm probably not going to go to Florida. I could go to Texas, but that's work. That's where the warehouse is. We don't talk about that too often. As many boxes as there are here, as many things as ship out from here, the vast majority goes out from one of our partners in Texas. I don't know. I'll come up with something. So let's pull this back. Scott, my friend, Scott Bolin is suggesting a visit to his neck of the woods. Something told me you were going, when I made that comment, something told me that you might be suggesting that. And Stacy writes in, working in something that you love can destroy what you love. It's precisely why I'm not a professional photographer. I worked for a large newspaper for years as a photographer and hated it. Yeah, I get that. All right. So let's pull this in. We have a tendency as people, I'm at least as guilty of this, if not more, of waiting too long to do things that sustain you, that reset that, let's call it that vacation clock, that need to decompress. But there are things that if we did them every day, right, this whole minute a day thing, there are things that if we did them every day, you would feel better, you would feel okay. And they're not things that you can usually do every day, either because of time or money or other obligations. But what are some of those things? So find one of them today. Treat yourself in some way, no matter how small. And the key is you got to feel a little bit guilty about it. It's got to be a little, let's say, excessive, a little decadent. So for me, after training, I'm probably going to find some place to do a few hours of work, because I got to do that I've never been to before. Could be as simple as a Starbucks. And get some fancy coffee drink that I don't usually let myself get. Some 500 calorie sugar bomb grossness. All right, maybe I won't do that. I'll think about it. And that's my suggestion to you. Find something, because it's Friday. Friday! It's Friday after all, and most of us are not working tomorrow. So find something to do today, tonight, that helps move that needle back from I'm tired in the other direction. And Stacy writes in, don't lose your love for martial arts, take care of you. I'm trying. I don't think I can ever lose my love for martial arts, but it takes on a different, Let's say you had a favorite pair of jeans and you loved wearing those jeans, but then all of a sudden you took a job and that pair of jeans was your uniform. You'd still enjoy wearing them. They'd still fit the right way. But now the way you relate to them changes a little bit. So I'm going to find my new pair of jeans today. Might literally be a new pair of jeans. I'm a big fan of denim. All right, I'm rambling now. I hope you have a great day. Head on over to whistlekick.com. Check out some of the new items that dropped this week. And I hope you have a wonderful day. This has been First Cup. I'm almost done with my first cup. Actually, I'm not. All right, take care. Peace.